be able to come back into my home community as the Chief Executive of the Council is such a privilege. We make the difference to people's lives, we're building communities for today and for tomorrow.
I mean, after a year I was offered a full-time position with the local authority, and 4 years on I'm still here working with the same team.
I think leaving school is always daunting for most people. There's always, do you go to university or college, so I was looking at those options. I felt for me that when I saw the apprenticeship come up, I'd been volunteering within the countryside service. I thought that it would offer me the perfect balance of the two, university and college, and being able to gain experience, being able to take a wage home was just the perfect balance for me.
When I left school, I knew by the qualifications that I'd done within health and social care that I wanted to help. I wanted to be part of something and give back what I felt was necessary at the time. So I always felt that coming into social care was something that I really wanted to do.
So when I started, I was quite nervous, like anyone else would be starting their first job, and it was my first job in planning. There's 15 of us, so there's a wide variety of ages and experience. There was always somebody in the team who would more often than not have the answer to a question. So it was quite nice that I'd have that support where I could ask people things.
Hi, my name is Christina Harry and I am the Chief Executive of Caerphilly County Borough Council, one of the largest employers in the region. With over 8,500 members of staff, we deliver over 600 services each and every day to more than 181,000 residents with a multi-million-pound budget. We also have 73 elected councillors who each represent their local community. We are a large and diverse organisation, but we have a very big, warm heart. We are a team of people who are passionate about making a difference to the great people and amazing place we have here across the Caerphilly County Borough. As a united and strong team, we achieve many amazing things each and every day. We deliver services that follow people from cradle to grave. We support residents from the day they are born by registering births, providing early years services to develop young minds and preparing children to enter our excellent schools and further education. Our vast and dedicated frontline services ensure that our streets are clean, our award-winning parks are maintained, our young residents are fed warm meals in our schools, and our elderly residents are provided with the highest standard of care. We provide essential support to our business community with a number of services, from planning and licensing services to regeneration and economic development. It is important to us to support business growth and develop towns. Social care is also a huge part of our service delivery offer, supporting families, children, the elderly and vulnerable residents to remain safe, supported and empowered. You may have noticed this breathtaking view behind me. I am standing here on the top of Cwm Forest Drive, one of our many tourist destinations, and some of the Team Caerphilly workforce are lucky to call this place their office. So if you are passionate about making a difference in the community, transforming services and becoming a part of our team, then the door is wide open to you. Joining Team Caerphilly is more than a job. It is the pathway to a career and endless opportunities. We will help you to grow personally and professionally. We will develop your career, support you with on-the-job training and formal study. We believe that work is something you do, not a place you go, so you have the flexibility to strike that ever-important work-life balance. Just like my own career, I joined local government as a junior highway technician, and alongside my many years of work, I studied part-time to qualify as a civil engineer. I studied my ONC, then my HNC, and then my civil engineering degree part-time. I became a chartered civil engineer. I then later went on to study part-time a master's degree in public service leadership, and then finally went on to study leadership at Harvard, Boston for a short time. All of this allowed me to progress my career. I've climbed from the bottom of the organisation right to the top, and what an exciting and varied journey it has been. Like everyone else, I balance my work responsibilities with my many family responsibilities, and working at Caerphilly allows me to balance that successfully. Some of you may not know what kind of career you want to pursue yet, and that is absolutely fine. But with so many different opportunities across our 600 services, I can guarantee you that we have something for you. So come join us, join our family. We have so much to offer you, and I know you have so much to offer us. Come join Team Caerphilly. It's a good solid organisation, we're not going anywhere, you know, people will always need public services, and the people of Caerphilly will always need their council to provide and help them provide into the future. Lots of benefits, HR benefits, pensions, you know, flexi time, and look at this place, yeah, this is part of our working environment, you know, Cwm Forest Drive. It's good for the soul, it absolutely is good for the soul, and I can't think of any other organisation that offers these unique benefits.
My name's Katie Roberts and I'm working as a communications assistant. Well, I started as a communications apprentice 4 years ago now, and through that I progressed. After a year I was offered a full-time position with the local authority, and 4 years on I'm still here working with the same team. I initially didn't instantly go for an apprenticeship after leaving school. I actually worked in retail for a number of years. I saw the opportunity arise with the local authority for an apprenticeship. Had to be under the age of 25, I believe, so it wasn't too late for me. I decided to take my shot. I applied, I got the position, and I'm still here 4 years later. While as a young girl beginning an apprenticeship with the local authority, I didn't really know too much about what the council did, didn't know much about the politics or the ins and outs or anything like that. But since working here, obviously, I know that we now offer nearly 600 services throughout the local authority, some that I just was completely unaware of. We've got obviously from collecting bins to delivering free school meals, etc. So yeah, I've learnt a lot. A quick summary of an apprenticeship, as far as I'm concerned, would just be that you're learning as you go, you're learning on the job essentially. It's not as if you're sat at a school desk and you're taking notes and you're learning that way. You're actually doing the work and you're getting paid whilst you do it, so you're still earning a wage. I feel like I'm in a much better position to progress because of the apprenticeship. As I said, you learn as you go. I didn't have to sit in a classroom. Within the first year of doing my apprenticeship, I was offered a course, which obviously I took, and I've now actually got a qualification in PR and marketing. So definitely that is going to help me in the future and going forward with my career. I think young people should definitely consider joining Caerphilly Council as an apprentice, because you learn on the job, you learn as you go. You work Monday to Friday for the majority of it. Very, very rarely do you work weekends. So you're getting paid as you work it, and you're not sacrificing your weekends with your friends, with your family, etc. If you have a car or want to purchase a car, you've still got that income where you're able to pay for that. If you want to get it on finance, pay for petrol, etc. And as I said, it's just a massive, massive step in creating a career for yourself. I've had plenty of opportunities to learn and develop on the job. As I said, I started the apprenticeship 4 years ago. I was offered full-time employment as a communications assistant within a year. I completed that PR and marketing communications qualification, and likewise recently I just completed a 6-month secondment with the Welsh Local Government Association. So working for Caerphilly, I was writing press releases obviously about things that was occurring within the borough, filming, editing, taking photographs to accompany those releases. I got the chance to expand slightly working for the WLGA because that was covering all the local authorities in Wales. So I was writing on behalf of 22 local authorities, writing to Welsh Government for funding, etc. So it was a lot more political. So there are plenty of opportunities that you can get, obviously working within the local authority, because that position was sent out to local authority employees only. The apprenticeship has definitely given me a much clearer idea of where I want to go with my career. I always knew that I loved writing from a very young age, and working where I'm writing press releases has just confirmed my passion really, and is definitely set in stone that this is what I want to do. I love that every single day here is just completely different, that it's not only just writing the press releases, because I write about a number of different things, but likewise I'm out and about and filming, I'm taking pictures. It's just a very creative role. I think one of the main benefits for working for Caerphilly Council is definitely the pension is very appealing. What you need to think of in the future is that you have a secure pension and that you're able to take care of yourself after you end your career. So that was definitely a selling point for myself. Another benefit for working for the council is that every single day is different. You get to meet a great bunch of people. There's such a variety from day-to-day working aspects, especially within my role. I would definitely encourage people to pursue an apprenticeship. As I said, you get to learn as you go on the job. You're still getting an income. You haven't got to worry about just getting a part-time job if you wanted to go to university. You can gain qualifications by doing an apprenticeship and you can definitely develop a fantastic career. The main thing I love about working for Caerphilly, I think, are my team, the people I've gotten to meet along the way throughout my journey, a variety of people from all different levels, such as I said, the leader, cabinet members, but definitely my team have made the experience for me. Not only are they my colleagues, but they've since become really good friends.
My name's Anaya Minton. I am a countryside ranger at Caerphilly Valley Country Park, and I started as an apprentice ranger. I think leaving school is always daunting for most people. There's always, do you go to university or college? So I was looking at those options. I felt for me that when I saw the apprenticeship come up, I'd been volunteering within the countryside service. I thought that it would offer me the perfect balance of the two, university and college, and being able to gain experience, being able to take a wage home was just the perfect balance for me. The apprenticeship, it was certainly the best option I could have taken. University is a great thing for a lot of people and it can help with careers for the future, but I just felt for me that being able to get in so early, being able to have that 5-year, say 3 to 5 year jump on it, and that's gaining experience, getting paid, becoming a better ranger while I would have been in university. I've appreciated more the work they do and the wide scheme of services they offer, and I think I've appreciated how hard people work within the council a lot more than I did before. For people who are not sure what an apprenticeship is, I would say it gives you an opportunity to learn from people who have gained experience over a long period of time. It gives you opportunity to gain qualifications that you might not have gained, say, in sixth form or college, and it gives you the opportunity to then go to college while still being paid. It gives you the opportunity to gain qualifications like first aid and whatever. Chainsaw for me and stuff, is just vital. Am I better positions to progress? I would say absolutely, yeah. This has given me a massive jump on, say, going to university. Just the experience alone without the qualifications and stuff is massive, yeah. I would say it's an excellent opportunity. It's great, especially if they're within Caerphilly, to work within your own community. It gives you a purpose, it gives you an understanding of where you're from. And it's just a nice thing to do to kind of give back to the local community and also take a decent wage and it's a satisfying job. So the opportunities I've had, I've been able to gain a qualification from college. I've gained various training qualifications such as my NPTC and chainsaw, my first aid qualifications, trailer test, all sorts of strimmers, everything, courses on biodiversity and things like that. So it sort of goes into the whole university qualification side of things without having to go there. So I'm gaining the experience and gaining the knowledge that you might in a university. The apprenticeship has given me a really clear idea. It's opened up my future for me. I think I'm stuck on this path now, yeah. The main benefits of working for Caerphilly Council, I would build upon again. It's a good wage. You're working with people who are passionate about the field. You're working with people who are within the community. You get to work with the community, with volunteers and things like that, and just to see people enjoying the area, just maybe work for people who you've grown up around, work for people you live by, and just, be working within your home, I think is a great thing. Working within my local community and with a resource such as the country park is a superb thing for me, because just to see people enjoying it is the number one thing. And then we have our school groups and stuff come down, so it's used as an educational thing, so it can build on the experiences of youngsters, old people perhaps, and just dog walkers, people with their kids and stuff. It's just a brilliant thing. I would encourage other people to pursue an apprenticeship, absolutely. I think it's for people who are possibly on the fence about going to university or college, I think an apprenticeship is a perfect thing because it gives you that balance of qualifications, experience, and you're able to take a wage home at the end of the day. Working for Caerphilly County Borough Council to me is working for the people of Caerphilly, working with passionate people, being able to change the environment I work in, being able to improve the environment I work in, being able to build projects that will help the people of Caerphilly, help the people of Wattsfield, and being able to improve the environment for the future.
My name is Suan Wadey and I'm a Senior Monitoring Development Officer for HEART. That service is within the Community Resource Team. So we provide services and care and support to people in the community that live within the borough. We've got 3 different types of teams. So we've got the domiciliary care side, we've got reablement, which is more rehab at home, and we also provide a hospital at home service. So I line manage the staff then that deliver those services. So why I chose to join the organisation, I was in school studying health and social care, then I studied it at A-level, and I felt that I wanted to make a difference. I felt that I wanted to progress within social care. So I started from the age of 18 as a carer with the council. When I left school, I knew by the qualifications that I'd done within health and social care that I wanted to help. I wanted to be part of something and give back what I felt was necessary at the time. So I always felt that coming into social care was something that I really wanted to do. So throughout my career, I've been able to be a carer, I've been able to be a line manager, I've been in an assessment role. I've also been able to do training and development for myself as well as for employees. So I've been able to gain quite a lot of qualifications and work my way through. I've gained my Assessor's Award, so I'm able to go out and assess domiciliary care workers to further my skills in a social worker role, so doing more assessments with individuals in the community. Through that then I obtained the Social Services Practitioner Award. I've completed my level 5 management qualification in adult social care. So I am now able to become a full registered manager for social services within residential. It could be in domiciliary care. So I had quite a few options. So I could go down the training and the development route by becoming an assessor. I could have gone on to be a social worker. To work for CCBC, I got to be honest, from the day I started has been great. I've had lots of opportunities thrown my way, and I think if you're ambitious, I think if you're happy within your role and you feel like you want a career progress, CCBC is the best employer because I've had those opportunities. I've seen other colleagues have those opportunities. So from a young age, we're feeling ambitious. I felt that CCBC could give me those opportunities. We are a very big team. You can look at each job role and feel and put yourself in that position. Do you feel like you could be in that role? Is that something you would want to do? So you've got that opportunity within this team. Throughout my employment, I do feel that the management I have had has put me on the right path. They have been very supportive in what I want. We identify it within supervisions and have those discussions, and I feel the support I have had by all different managers has been really, really good. Joining CCBC and thinking of other youngsters coming in, I think it's good to have stability, it's good to have routine. Also, you're earning a wage, which is really good for any young person coming into the workplace. The support I've had, the work ethic, the way we deliver services, it does make you happy. You know, we're very supportive, we look after each other, we get the job done as a team and work together. For anybody joining the team, just to be caring, motivated, good communication skills, so we're able to be a good people person, have conversation and be able to relate. You don't need full qualifications to come in because you can get that and achieve that while you're here. I'm seeing the services that we provide, and I find myself in a really lucky position that I live within the borough and know that those services that's being delivered are by people working really hard to deliver those services, and because of the opportunities they've gave me. And I wouldn't be where I was today if it wasn't for Caerphilly Borough. So for that, I'm grateful.
So I'm Kate and I'm a Planning and Enforcement Officer at the Council, and I've been here about 10 months now. So I started in May 2021, so in the middle of lockdown in the pandemic, and the job was advertised towards graduates, and I was just finishing my master's degree, so I thought I'd apply, and I was successful then and started then in the May. So when I started, I was quite nervous like anyone else would be starting their first job, and it was my first job in planning, so I hadn't really had the experience before. But then on the department there's 15 of us, so there's a wide variety of ages and experience. There was always somebody in the team who would more often than not have the answer to a question. So it was quite nice that I'd have that support where I could ask people things. And then there's a few senior officers, so when I first started I went out and shadowed them on site visits, and I could see their way of working and try and pick out the best way for me to work, so that was quite helpful. And then there's software in planning that we use which I hadn't used before, so I had training then on how to use the software, and over the last 10 months I've been able to top that training up quite often if anything has changed, which is quite helpful then. I think definitely over the last 10 months I've definitely noticed that my confidence levels have improved, both working as a team with all of the other planning officers and enforcement officers, and working with members of the public. So the majority of my job then is dealing with members of the public, speaking to them over the phone or meeting them out on site, and also local councillors and local members. So I think I've definitely been able to improve my confidence in being able to communicate with them really. So I think working for CCBC is ensuring that we give good quality service to members of the public and local residents, and from a planning department perspective it's ensuring that good quality design and a good quality built environment is delivered to members of the public, and creating a space and place where people feel comfortable in living, working, socialising, and encouraging local businesses then to invest in the area. So the team that I work in, so I'm mostly based in the enforcement team, and we have a development management team, so there's about 15 members of staff, and it's mostly equally split between men and women, and there's a wide variety of experience and ages. So when I joined it was quite helpful that if I had any questions there was always going to be a member of staff there who more often than not would know the answer to a question, so that was quite nice. And because there's a wide variety of ages and personalities, sometimes I suppose people think that it may be difficult to create that bond as a team, but I think between the enforcement team and the development management team I think we do have quite a good relationship, and there is a form of closeness between us all. I've just finished my master's degree in Cardiff University, and I did spatial planning and development. So I decided to do that 1 year full-time whilst also working full-time, which was quite difficult to try and manage my time, but the council were very accommodating with making sure that I had that time set aside to finish my work. So I've recently finished that and was happy with the result that I got. So I think I'd like to develop my expertise and knowledge in the subject, and then eventually as I get more confident and gain more experience to take on more responsibilities in the department. And I've done my 2 degrees and I thoroughly enjoyed both of them, so I think I'd be open to taking on more further education opportunities in the future if that was something that I would be able to do. So I think people should consider joining CCBC because it is a very friendly place to work. I think when I started 10 months ago I was nervous about starting, like anybody else would be going into a new job, but it is a very, very friendly and inviting environment, so that was very nice to come into. With the agile working opportunities here as well, there's a very good work-life balance, which I think is very important for people's mental health and well-being, so that's one of the main benefits that I've found. In terms of other things, there's a brilliant pension scheme, and with the flexible working that's brilliant as well for work-life balance. So working for Caerphilly is a very friendly environment. All of my colleagues I work with I get on very well. There's a very strong bond between our team, which is very nice, and I've learnt that no question is a silly question and somebody in our team will always know the answer, and it's quite an inviting place to work as well.
I love working for Caerphilly because it's where I'm from. I'm making a difference to the people's lives of Caerphilly today and tomorrow. I love working with the people of the organisation. They're a special group of people, really passionate about their people and place, and really energetic, and I learn so much from them, and I'm really proud of them, and I'm proud of the organisation. I'm proud of Caerphilly.
The main thing I love about working for Caerphilly, I think, are my team, the people I've gotten to meet along the way throughout my journey, a variety of people from all different levels, such as I said, the leader, cabinet members, but definitely my team have made the experience for me. Not only are they my colleagues, but they've since become really good friends.
Working for Caerphilly County Borough Council to me is working for the people of Caerphilly, working with passionate people, being able to change the environment I work in, being able to improve the environment I work in, being able to build projects that will help the people of Caerphilly, help the people of Wattsfield, and being able to improve the environment for the future.
I'm seeing the services that we provide, and I find myself in a really lucky position that I live within the borough and know that those services that's being delivered are by people working really hard to deliver those services, and because of the opportunities they've gave me. And I wouldn't be where I was today if it wasn't for Caerphilly Borough. So for that I'm grateful.
So working for Caerphilly is a very friendly environment. All of my colleagues I work with, I get on very well. There's a very strong bond between our team, which is very nice, and I've learnt that no question is a silly question and somebody in our team will always know the answer, and it's quite an inviting place to work as well.